And welcome back, Grand Rising. Welcome back to the Concerned Citizens podcast. We are your host. I am the Lurker, and we have Godmomma. Ooh.
Rich Rice. So today we are catching up with some current events. If you checked out our community wall yesterday, we kind of hit on a little bit of what's happening. Bishops popped out the bushes. Trump got shot at. There was an ABC whistle leak blower. And then today we find out Sean Diddy Combs
Diddy
is
come,
getting locked up. So
brother
y'all get
love.
brother love. So y'all get comfy. Hit the like if you're new here, subscribe, and we will be back after the intro.
Welcome to the Conversations with Concerned Citizens podcast. Here we talk about societal issues, trending topics, and soapbox conversations, with the hope of coming up with solutions by attacking the ideas and not the person. Sometimes we're prophetic too. Always check your emotions at the door. We appreciate your participation, as it helps to bring a broader perspective in solving the problem. We are a podcast for the concerned citizens. Thank you for being here. The show will start shortly.
Yay, we're here.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, we are. We are here. We are back. Sorry, I got a little glitched out. I had to connect my charger. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Hit the up like. Let's get into it, y'all. Like Godmama said, oh, what a freaking weekend. Okay. Not
Okay.
only did the sectors get new podcasts, there was a lot of political drama going on. A lot of current events popping off this weekend. Uh, some unfortunate situations in some areas and some good looking out in some other areas. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Period.
So I think first what we've got queued up for you guys is what's not new news to many of us, that Mr. Trump had another assassination attempt on his life
Mm-hmm.
while he was golfing and his cute little golfing. Uh, I'm sorry.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yes, it's
Mar-a-Lago.
not funny. It's not funny. It's concerning. It really is. But I know how Trump is, and I know he's gonna take it with his advantage, right? And he's gonna make light of the situation. So
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to be on the same page as Mr. Trump. I know it's hard to just be public enemy number one,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but you're getting a little taste of the American life, sir. A little taste of the American life.
Listen, listen. Niggas get shot at every day, B. Okay. Every day.
Every day.
Um, hey Roy. Hey baby. And shout out to we got Soul Fight in the building. We got Sean in the cut. Ooh, we got Mods God. And I see Will I Am was the first to bless us. Thank
Rich
y'all for being
Rice.
here. Hit that up like ooh we. Okay, so but I have up here on the screen. This is Ron DeSantis. This is why we're bringing this up because we're not going to stay too long on this. We got some other stuff we want to talk about in our show, and some videos we want to watch together as a family. Okay, y'all know how we do it over here. But I did want to play this little clip, about 3-minute clip or so, of what Ron DeSantis had to say about it. Um, because it happened in his state, right? Trump is his homeboy. They're Republican affiliates. So how dare that happen on his watch and he not be the head of the investigation? Ron DeSantis ain't going. He said the feds need to pull it out. Listen, these southern states have had enough of the federal government. Okay,
They really
Abbott,
have.
Cohen, I've seen some other states, I won't get too much into that, but some of these other states have just had enough of these feds all up in their backwoods. Okay,
And not
so
doing anything, just being there to be nosy, you know?
just to mingle, to
Mm.
mingle. Get up out of here, he said. That's what DeSantis said. Well, let him say it for himself. Let's see what he really said. Again, this is just a quick little clip. Let's get active, family.
Joining me now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. So this happened in your state. What are you going to do about it, Governor?
Well, the state of Florida is going to do our own investigation. Clearly, there were multiple violations of Florida law. We also, I think, have an interest in vindicating the truth about where this guy came from, what his motivations were. The people of our state deserve that. I don't think it's in the best interest of this country to say that agencies like the FBI and DOJ, which are trying to prosecute Trump in South Florida, they're on appeal at the 11th Circuit trying to reinstate an indictment that had been dismissed, that they're the best people to turn around and one, give us the truth about this defendant, but also to prosecute the case where they don't have as strong of jurisdictional claims. And so we are going to be doing our investigation. I'm going to have more to say on that very shortly about what precisely we're going to do. But I would note, Jesse, I've played golf with the president when he was in office at that course. It's a great golf course. That part of the property, the fifth green, the sixth hole, and then the seventh tee, that is right there up against the fence line. So the fence line is covered with shrubbery. So if you were just walking by, you couldn't really see inside. But that is clearly the biggest point of vulnerability on that course, because if you're burrowed into those shrubs, you have a pretty clear line of sight on a number of golf holes. And so when I heard that this had happened, there were kind of conflicting reports. Maybe two people were shooting at each other. They said, no, this was meant for President Trump. I immediately knew exactly what part of the course it would have been in. So how did this guy get in there? How was he able to burrow in? And yeah, we're thankful that the Secret Service agent, when he saw the muzzle of the gun, fired and caused the defendant to leave. But that guy was burrowed in there, it seems like, for the rest of the night. How did that happen?
Right. Thank God for that agent. Thank God for that agent. But that course should have been swept before, and that vulnerability should have been neutralized. When you hear the Democrats talk about this, I don't personally feel that much sorrow or that much sympathy or even regret that this happened twice, Governor. How do you understand that?
I think a lot. What I saw a lot of Democrats attacking Trump today. Really didn't even give this much of a thought. They're just all out with the rhetoric all over again. And look, we'll see what this guy consumed. It seems like he was a consumer of a lot of these corporate media narratives that the Democrats propagate. We'll see. I think that's what the investigation can show. But I will say this: there's a lot of people in our society who may have a screw loose. And if you're constantly telling them that American democracy is going to end if this guy gets elected president, well, somebody is going to feel that they're justified for doing this. And so I do think the apocalyptic rhetoric has increased the threats to Donald Trump. No question about it.
Yep, because everybody wants to be a hero if you tee it up like that. Well, Governor, thank God you're investigating, and please share whatever you learn from your state's investigation. That's really important we get to the truth. Thank you.
And he made honestly a good point, and we kind of talked about it before we hit live, in the sense of, the January 6th situation, and they trying to say that Trump entices violence or incites violence. But he made a good point. When you're constantly going around the world campaigning, making ads, stating that if this man gets into the government, we're doomed, right? So Democrats are also enticing violence, inciting violence. So I do agree with them in that last portion, that it's nasty work on both sides, and both sides are causing, to quote him, the people with screws loose to come out here and take justice into their own hands.
Yeah. Mod Squad says both of the alleged assassins are registered Republicans. I don't. I
Well,
don't.
I know when they went and did like, their search and blah blah blah, he had um a Biden Harris on his truck. He had like a little sticker.
Well, the
I
most
know.
recent one voted in 2016 for Trump. So if that's
Mm,
what we're claiming is registered Republican, then okay. I don't know if just because you voted for Trump in 2016 doesn't necessarily make you a registered Republican. You can be you can register any party and go vote for any party. I don't know. I agree though. There's too much rhetoric being tossed from either side. Mudslinging is we're getting down to the swamp waters of it. We're getting
mhm.
ugly. We're getting nasty. We're getting. I mean, not we. They're getting desperate. Is what it's
Yeah,
giving. Y'all are getting desperate by any means necessary. How can we sway the voters? Child, not like this.
not like this. And some people it will sway. Some people will, go harder for Trump or they'll go harder for Kamala. Um, but I don't see this ending well, y'all. And hey, cynical one. And if you've been a a frequent guest at Conversations with Concerned Citizens, y'all know we kind of call things before they happen over here unintentionally. So I really don't see this ending well. This man has had 2 assassination attempts and we've still got what 40 something days to go.
Mhm.
Um
Like that.
and then Elon Musk asking why hasn't Kamala been shot at? Sir, let's not do
Let
that
me put
either.
this. Let's put this on the screen, y'all. Not the damn owner of X inciting his own bullshit. I said what? Oh, let me share the screen first. I'm sure that would help. Um, I said what is going on with this man?
I
And
don't
Trump did
know.
a live stream on X last night, but I didn't stay and listen to it, or maybe it was the night before. I can't remember. But this is from Elon Musk. I took this screenshot myself. Okay, talking about, and no one is even trying to assassinate Biden or Kamala. What? Sir. And then he came back and he said something like, well, one lesson I've learned is that just because I say something to a group and they laugh doesn't mean it's going to be all that hilarious as a post on X. Well,
Absolutely.
gee golly, you think?
You think, sir?
You think? And this man, Elon, has been trolling the internet for quite some time now. I'm just going to
Mhm.
call it how I see it. I think he's trolling. He's neurodivergent, and I don't think he's capable of reading the room well. So I just, maybe he needs to start a private group chat for his loyalists, and y'all can go talk like that over there. Okay.
And maybe almost the whole X. But yes,
Yes.
I was reading. Well, he keeps the score in time and cross-eyed. And now today I'm like,
On unaddressed trauma. Seriously.
yes,
No, that book will have you really like frustrated and empathetic at the same time.
yes. And baby, this full moon is not helping with emotions. Okay, let's just put that out there right now. What does Cam
Mm-mm.
talk too much say? Emotions make you cry sometimes.
Listen.
Because this, okay, you can tap into that unhealed trauma, y'all. And
Yeah.
that's what's really happening in America as we see it. The unhealed trauma. The Democratic campaign is coming out here talking about if Trump gets in office, 2025 is going to come down. Women are not going to have any rights. Rich Rise, Robzilla. They're not going to have any rights. We're going to go backwards in time. And then Trump comes out and says if Kamala wins, we're gonna be overran by immigrants and the American citizen isn't gonna have anything anymore and it's gonna be given to everybody else and selling the country. So it's causing a lot of unrest in the mind. and
Yeah.
people are already going through everyday things.
Mm-hmm.
So these people out here with their AKs and all that, they gonna do what they want to do. And if that means if they have to be Batman, they'll be Batman. If they have to be
Child.
Joker, they'll be Joker. That's how I'm seeing it.
And I feel like this is all premeditated. Those are my thoughts. I feel like
Mm,
this is just a premeditated. I'm not going to sit and say that there's just one puppet master, but there's puppet masters, and
absolutely.
they're mastering the puppets. So if you are not hip, if you are not taking a bird's eye view, a third party perspective to what's going on, you can get lost in the sauce very
Mm,
easily. Well,
absolutely.
I think, I feel, well, la, la, la. Well, he said, I was telling the girls the other day, my sisters, my close little circle of sisters, I was telling them, I said, I don't want to hear Democratic talking points anymore if you can't use it without degrading Republicans and vice versa.
Hmm.
That's all I've gotten from these two parties
Hmm.
is, well, look what they did. Look what they did. It's their fault. We're cleaning up their mess, and it's because of this. It's da-da-da. Okay, just stand on your principles and let your principles be the cornerstone for your presidency.
Right.
I'm over all the other shit. I'm over it. I'm over
Yeah.
it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to hear how bad the Democrats are. I don't want to hear how bad the fucking Republicans are. I want to hear what you're doing. What are you doing to better anything? Do not bring in somebody else's out. You know, when they say, certain, when you're being accountable, you don't say, well, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. No, I'm sorry I did this. I was wrong. Moving right along.
Correct.
I can't get that from either party, it seems, and I'm just fucking over it.
And
So,
for years the running joke has been that America is a narcissistic country, and when presidential debates come out, you see how that rings true. Because we get gaslit into corners, we get no, look over here, we get deflection, deflection, deflection. We constantly go in this emotional circle with no real solution.
mhm,
Um that I say this a lot and I'll say it all the time. When are we going to get fed up with playing the insanity game? And I think we're starting to see slowly but surely the fed upness of the game that they want to play with people. You mentioned earlier where the southern states are like battling with the feds. That's a lot of states, even not just southern, are wanting to get rid of or control more the federal government because they've gotten so out of hand. They've gotten so far past the Constitution. When
mhm,
written in the Constitution, we are not supposed to have a federal government that holds more weight than your republic government, which is the people.
mhm,
So I can understand, but again, um, proper preparation.
mhm.
Proper preparation
That's right.
is what you have to have. So you're not out here scared. So you're not out here worried. So you're not out here, you know, trying to figure out who am I going to vote for? Prepare yourself. Just prepare. Informed decisions.
Mhm,
Um, see something, say something type of deal. But we don't like soapbox conversations, and that seems like what the political um
Parties,
position, right? Yeah, they're
agendas.
doing. Hmm. They're
Yeah.
soapboxing us, and not. We get enough of that on YouTube, y'all. We get we get enough soapbox conversations on YouTube.
Oh God! At this point, just bring. I don't even think Fresh and Fit still have a channel, but I was gonna say just bring Trump and Kamala to Fresh and Fit. At this point, my God, my
Or
God,
bring them to Auntie's Purge at this point. Just what the hell?
ah, child,
Oh my
child, child.
god.
Well, let's switch
Well,
gears. Let's get off that. Speaking of the feds, though, let's stay on topic with the feds, but let's move past these politicians because I've had about enough. Okay. And I
yeah.
can't even, let me say this though, real quick. I can't even deep dive properly the way I used to. Like, I have to go full on incognito, can't use Google anymore because it is all so tainted.
Mhm.
Y'all have ruined it for internet sleuths like myself.
You really have. You really
Hey,
have.
my God, I gotta dig deep. But let's move
Mhm.
forward. So, Sean Diddy, Puff Diddy Combs. We'll go here next because the next one we'll play a video. But we all hear about it. It's the talk of the town. I'm not going to read all of this with y'all because y'all can go get it for yourselves, but we will skim through it because I haven't read it. It's only 14 pages. This is the P. Diddy sealed indictment. Okay. Look at all his AKs.
Looking like
AK
Alicia
Puff Daddy,
Bishop over there.
AKA P. Diddy, Diddy, PD, Love.
Where's
Child.
Brother Love? We need AKA Brother
Hey,
Love
Brother
on
Love.
there. AKA Sean Puffy Combs. Okay. Y'all
No.
left out some AKs, but anyways.
That would have been a
Anyways.
14-page document in itself. Okay. So it says here, this is just an overview from the grand jury, and the charges from the grand jury. It says, for decades, Sean Combs, AKAs, the defendant abused, threatened, coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
Damn. Damn.
Okay.
So the arson has to be from when he set old boy's car on fire.
Blew that shit up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was interesting to me was the kidnapping. Where is who the hell he
Whenever you
kidnapped?
don't, even with, let's break that down because even with kidnapping, Godmomma, it's just not allowing someone to leave. It doesn't mean you pick them up and take them from one spot to another. Holding someone hostage, kidnapping, those can be intertwined with each other. So the way Cassie was leaving and he came and dragged her and pulled her back in the room, that's kidnapping. That's kidnapping. Taking people across state lines is trafficking.
Yes,
that's trafficking. So, but the kidnapping is that type of scenario, right?
Well, why didn't they hit Elysia with kidnapping? Anyways, we'll get there later. But that was interesting.
She walked back in, but she did get held. Wasn't one of his charges holding a hostage or something? False imprisonment. There we go. False imprisonment.
That's where I always get the two confused, false imprisonment and kidnapping. But I'm sure it varies state to state what they can do, what they can pull off. And if any of you have been keeping up with the Young Thug trial and the shit show that is, I'm not going to expect anything less from this. When this does eventually get to go to trial and they have to pull their witnesses.
Oh yeah.
And experts, because we're going on half of a year now with Young Thug. So
half a year or a year and a half?
I know we're on
trial for a while.
We're on 130 something days now.
It? Damn, I thought that nigga was in trial last year. Jeez.
No, okay. But we covered this. I think back in season 2, when it all first started coming out, that he was being abusive, that he was holding illicit parties, that he was giving people drinks to kind of make them pass out.
Pink cocaine, one of his favorites, allegedly.
And so I'm kind of excited. I know Sean's not excited, but I'm excited to see how this goes because all the cards of the house are falling. Sean Diddy Combs is a mogul. That's what they gave him, right? a hip hop mogul, an entertainment mogul. So to see him fall, the others are shortly thereafter. And from the ringing that I'm getting on the streets is that there is someone else that is about to get charged as well with him. And it's not his kids, it's not it they said when it comes out, you're gonna clutch your got pearls. Like
Well, let Twitter tell it. They're putting Jay-Z all up and down the Jay-Z's next. I'm like, can we haven't even had a hearing yet. We haven't even had preliminaries yet. Y'all already throwing other niggas under the bus.
Period. That's how I go. You know it.
Like, oh my gosh.
Somebody's sitting in the interrogation room right now with a Big Mac, a large pop, and a large fry singing. Okay? It's
going to take a lot more than a Big Mac. They need I don't know. I'm hearing a bunch of conflicting reports, but supposedly the lawyers have said he's entered not guilty. He's pleading not guilty. And they expect some type of deal to be slid across the table.
And hopefully he won't be as ignorant as Bishop was and not decline it. Okay? Just saying. Or he may. I like me a good trial. Period.
Listen, I'm just glad Cassie got her money first. Okay.
Yes.
She got her money in 24 hours. And then a year later, here it is comes out. Hey, it is. I don't really have any thoughts or opinions on this situation because I've said it once. It's biblical. It says it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the gates. I'm just saying, some of these people with lots of money ain't got nothing better to do than explore their deepest, darkest, weirdo fetishes. So I don't feel any type of way for them. There's so many good things. And I know Puff Daddy has done some charities and some, here and there, hosted some galas for good causes and stuff. It ain't enough, baby. It ain't enough.
Absolutely not. Nope, not enough.
Not
so
enough.
Diddy, we'll keep our eye out on what you got going on, sir. We'll drop if any of you want the actual indictment link, let us know and we'll circulate it for you so you can read it all for yourself. And if Diddy goes to trial, who knows, we may be right here with y'all watching it.
I think we should as a family. I think we should. Because we didn't get into that YSL as much. I do pop in and out watching it. But this is something we can watch from beginning to end. Well, I don't know, because I'm still waiting on Brian Kohlberger from Idaho to get hemmed up as well. I don't know. We'll
they
see.
just moved him, so that'll be starting shortly.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. But y'all be careful out here in these streets, okay? And you just don't idolize your celebrities, because you never know what the hell them people got going. And I'm with Lurk on this. I don't have no feeling. I don't have a feeling of happy. I don't have a feeling of sad. I don't have a feeling of anything on either side. Because even though Cassie is a victim and everybody else is a victim of his crimes, when you deal, I've said this with VS, when you deal with the devil, you know what's going to happen. You understand the consequences to that contract. So that's where I am with it. I know I irritate a lot of people with my point of view, and that's okay. I love y'all back. But that's where I'm at with it.
Child, y'all better not be irritated. Y'all get over it. Hit the down like we don't give a moving this train right along. Y'all are Baba's back. Baba G is back.
He is back. Okay, so
let's switch gears, Godmomma.
Let's walk you down how this even happened. So I was minding everybody else's business on YouTube, and I seen TV Killer. Shout out to him. He's a big Bigo recapper, kind of like a Hennywise, but for Bigo. And he had posted a video saying, 3 God hits Visa's link and trolls world news. And so I'm like, is this old? So I go to the comments looking for my usual Nature Boy people to see if they're in the comments like, oh, this is old. You know what I'm saying? It's old. So nobody said that. So I'm like, let me hit play. So I hit play, and Eligio is trying to disguise his voice. He's giving Dr. Bishop. If any of you remember that, he's giving very much of the Dr. Bishop tone. And at first I was like, I think Visa's being trolled. But Visa got him to laugh. And Eligio has a very distinct laugh. No one can mimic that laugh. No one can duplicate that laugh. And I heard it, and it was instant. Even the chat was like, oh, that's him. And then you could start hearing the jail in the background and the people. And I was like, oh.
Oh, boy.
We need to call Macon State. But will Macon State even answer the phone?
Hell no. Hell no.
And just to let you guys know who's waiting, like we're waiting for the August calls. They just updated on the Facebook site, so probably within the next 24 48 hours they'll be dropping them. They said Macon State had 22 emergency calls
for August, which was when Bishop was there. So he's one of the I'm sure one of the 22 people. Child, Bishop, y'all. Let's put this on. Let's start it off. I don't know if we're gonna sit and watch all this with y'all because it's 11:30. I got shit to do.
And we can only take so much of fucking Eligio, or you get Visa. Brain rot. Okay.
And Visa. This was so cringe to me. What? But here we go. Baba G.
Because I'm God.
You still get it? So like after all of that, after the shipwrecked, and after we got your boys snitching on you, you got your baby mama snitching on you, getting pregnant by your boy and all of that, you still feel like you got it? That's crazy.
You sound like Satan.
I sound like Satan? I would feel like you would realize that you weren't God because there was just stuff that you just was outside of your control.
You sound like Satan.
Really?
That's something Satan would say to Christ.
You know, I always felt like if I ever spoke to the devil, then you would be the closest person to that.
That's because Christ is the devil.
No, that's because Christ was a sinner that changed his ways.
You didn't know that Christ was the devil?
He can't. How can Christ be the devil and I'm Christ?
I thought you were wise.
I'm quite wise. I'm the Messiah.
Remember, Velvet went and tried to have a relationship.
And duality.
Not.
Yes, Velvet. Yes. Visa. He's the only one left out, right? They done got Polygod, this guy, TKO. Visa, the only one left.
Well, he did go to jail. Yeah, he did go to jail, but it wasn't for anything. He's like just mentally. He's mentally just gone.
He was abusing his dog at one point, so he does have some abuse in him. I just don't think it was, any humans involved, which to me, abusing a dog is just as bad, but here we go.
Sexual duality. I understand the duality of good and evil.
So you would know you can't have one without the other.
Yes.
If you're one thing, you would have to be the other. You should know that. You're a Gemini.
I'm not a Gemini. If we dealt with that, I would be the cusp of magic.
I don't know. You gave me Gemini energy.
I'm a cusp.
You gave me Gemini energy.
I feel like that zodiac stuff is gay.
That's the bell right there. That's the bell. That's your moment right there. This is your moment. Come on.
I talked to the dude that put you on astrology, that light skinned dude from Atlanta, that one gay guy with the curly hair, who gave you your chart the first time. I forgot his name. He's in like Africa and he does like voodoo and stuff. As soon as he told me about that shit, I said, "Oh, that's scary."
He's talking about Bruja.
I don't know who you're
I don't want
speaking
to deal
of.
with that.
Yes,
I don't
you do.
I don't know
remember
who
his
you're
name.
speaking of. But emoji, she's turning up.
Thank you, emoji.
So you didn't know that Christ was the devil?
I don't.
What if I could prove it to you?
I don't agree. I don't even. You do know that I don't even believe that Jesus was Christ.
Do you believe I'm Nature Boy?
I know exactly who you are.
Do you believe I'm Nature Boy?
I don't speak to somebody for 3 years and not know who I'm speaking to.
It's almost like Bishop. Well, it's not even almost like, but Bishop's like definitely getting a hard on to this. Do you believe I'm a
Absolutely.
nature boy? Like, you're so ill.
Where's Miss
Ew.
Palomino? Concerned citizens, I think Miss Palomino needs to know that Bishop is on a money-making app because that was part of his stipulations that he was not to make money off of his name. Yeah.
Sick.
Mm.
Ugh.
Do you know that Nature
These
Boy?
perverts. Ugh.
I know who I'm talking to.
Press 3 if you think I'm Nature Boy. Press 3 if you think I'm Nature Boy. Where's the 3s at if you think I'm Nature Boy?
Oh.
Somebody said 0.
It was right then. I
So
knew
you
it
got,
was
you got a
definitely.
couple of people that actually see. You got 3.
I got
Yeah, you could definitely tell that was his laugh right there. Let me run it back just a little if I can. Where are we at? That little breathy laugh, because all his teeth, his teeth were showing. Nigga, close your mouth.
Somebody for 3 years and not know who I'm speaking to. They don't. I know who I'm talking to.
Press 3 if you think I'm Nature Boy. Press 3 if you think I'm Nature Boy. Where's the 3s at if you think I'm Nature Boy? Somebody said 0.
So you got a couple of people that actually see. You got 3.
I got some believers. I got some believers.
Because she know you.
I got believers.
She know
They
you.
believe me.
She know you. She know you know.
I got believers.
She didn't talk to you more than I did talk to you.
I got believers.
See, she knows exactly. She said, "Baba G."
This is sick.
Only the people that know him. You said the practice of Islam started with the tribe of Dan, and you believe so?
This is sick.
so?
Hey, Claudiva. Rich Rise.
I think my following is going to go up. They think I'm really Nature Boy. This is awesome.
This is sick.
Mr. Bishop, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
So when you're going to give up the
Bell.
You're going to give up the
really now.
You think you're going to give up the nature thing, or it's working for you?
They think I laugh like him. I laugh like him.
You listen. I listen to voices so well, and I know voices, and I know energies. I can feel people's energy, and I know you have an unmistakable energy. No Diddy.
It's telling you it's the marijuana, man.
It's like he wasn't
Drugs are
smoking
bad for
down
you,
the
man. Stop
house
doing
before
drugs,
he got
man.
arrested. Shut the fuck up, Eligio.
Listen, Candace,
He's trying to
he's
get it
not.
brought into the
That's
jail.
what you don't understand.
Thank you.
Like, y'all gotta start paying attention to the details. It's the conversation.
They sick, fly. They sick.
It's the conversation.
Yeah, ring the bell. Ring the bell on that emoji. Ring the bell on that one emoji. Ring the bell on that one.
It's the conversation.
Ring the bell on that one.
Listen, and I promise, right? Most of the time, if he comes in, his real page that be ran by the girls be popping in here too. So just saying, just listen.
Diva, if it's black, I'll have to go in and look at that. Hey y'all, everybody coming in. Hip hop, like this is beyond weird. This is cringe. This is disgusting. Ew. And I guess they were on for an hour and 30 minutes. Like, what?
I didn't make it past this point because I was just like, oh, this is sick.
This is sick. Yeah, I haven't watched all this either, so I don't know what the hell they up there talking about.
You can tell Eligio is having the time of his life. And you can tell Visa is having the time of his life because Visa could have quickly shut that down. Like, oh, hell no, get your ass the fuck off my shit. But he didn't. He let him sit up there and rock out for an hour and a half trying to basically convince the man to go back on his word that he's God. Eligio's not going to do that, sir. He's going to be God until they put him in the ground, period.
Diva, nobody's blocking you. I've had you blocked on Yollywood since the day of our inception. So, okay. Thank you for dragging us. Please tag us, though, so people can come over here and subscribe. Thank you. What's up, Lion Pal? What's up, Lion Pal?
So, I don't. How you feeling, friend? How you
irritated?
Feeling?
Like I need a drink already. Like what is going on? This is so cringe. I cannot describe. And it okay. Hold on. Let me address Oshun real quick. Oshun. Yes, this is really Bishop, and they have been. There's phones where he's at. That ain't nothing. He wasn't able to get in the stuff that he wanted to in county jail, but now that he's in prison, especially the Macomb State prison he's at. Baby, they don't give a fuck over there. There's people dying. There's people living with ailments, illness, malnutrition. Oh, baby, please. I mean, he got stabbed. Yeah. He got stabbed his first 3 days in. So, and he was sent right back.
I think Visa even brought it up. Didn't you try to be a Muslim and they ran you out and told you couldn't be a Muslim? And Bishop was like, yeah. But I realized that they're Satan type of deal. But if you go back and listen, we did a podcast on the Georgia State prisons, and Macon was one of those that we kind of touched on. And they have phones. The gangs run the prisons in Georgia. I need y'all to know that. Correctional officers do not. The warden does not. They say right now it is the blood gangs that run the prison systems. And the page that I follow that keeps up with all of that, they just had 6, let me repeat this, 6 correctional officers charged with conspiracy, with not doing their job the way that, not upholding to the standards that they're supposed to uphold to as COs. For allowing a person to die. They're charging their COs now because it has gotten so bad that the prisons run themselves. We literally show videos of inmates running around the prisons, just opening doors, going wherever they wanted to go, going to control rooms,
have their face slit off, cut open,
running around with machetes.
Child, please. They don't give a fuck about no Bigo.
No.
And we even played a 911 call when Greedy was getting beat up, and one of the viewers off Bigo called and was like, hey, they're extorting him, they're blackmailing him, they're abusing him. And the guy took his phone and was like, yeah, if y'all don't pay this $200, he told him, go ahead and call the jail. What they gonna do?
They're not even here. That's what he told them. They're not even here.
Now listen, the Georgia State Prison is just it's a mess. It's very sad situations going on. Unruly. Again, I don't feel too bad about Bishop being there, but there are some lesser people with lesser charges, criminal charges, that don't necessarily deserve to, die in that manner. Okay.
Right.
all these rapists, pedos, weirdos. Yeah, but just a regular drug charge, I don't think so. Or, there was one man in there that died and he just had like mental health issues. Okay. So it wasn't even like he was committing crimes. He was fucking unstable. He was a schizophrenic, diagnosed schizophrenic, and got arrested, and he ended up dying in there. So, and they're getting sued for that as well. So just keep that in mind when you're listening to Bishop giggle and joke while he all laid up in prison.
Can we go to the middle of the video?
You want to speed up somewhere around here?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if they talking of anything. That's right, man.
I know you're eating meat. You got to get back to
you don't have to believe me,
get
man.
back to the diet. Get back to the truth. Get back to the diet and get back to the truth.
You don't have to believe me, man.
Exercise, vegetables, and marijuana, and you will set your soul free.
AI.
Freedom.
AI.
You have the power to set your soul free.
AI stands for Almighty Intelligence. Almighty Intelligence. Remember, I told you that.
AI.
You're going to worship AI. You're going to worship AI in the. I'm AI. I'm actually an AI system.
Okay, well, that actually stands for assisted ignorance.
No, it actually stands for Almighty Intelligence, and I'm actually a robot right now talking to you, an AI robot right now talking to you with a modified voice right now. You think I'm Nature Boy, and I'm not. I'm actually an AI right now.
Well,
Almighty Intelligence.
It doesn't matter.
AI's taking over, and you don't even know it. We're all computerized. You won't even get off this phone because you're going to be hacked. You're being hacked. You guess what? Those bacons you just ate, they have nanotechnology in them. And when you swallow them, guess what nanotechnology does? Guess what it does?
That's what God wanted.
Changes your brain.
Y'all hit the like, please.
That's what God wanted.
This man. Now he got another dog, girl.
It's also on your dog.
Lord.
The nanotechnologies are in dog food too. So your dog's an alien.
My dog is a believer.
Visa couldn't have no more pets.
I'm trying to tell you, there's wires inside your dog. He's a camera. They're watching.
My dog is he's a believer. He believes in God and you don't. You need to be.
Your dog is a camera.
You need to be more.
Your dog is the Almighty Eye is watching you.
Aren't you ready?
Your dog is
ready to start? Are you ready to start praying?
Your dog is a camera.
What is going on?
You are a fucking parasite.
Oh. Okay. We got guest callers.
Tell me what you feel. Go ahead. Let it out, man.
Hey, Coco.
Just let it out, man. It's all inside. Just let it out, man.
You were sent by the beast system to recruit.
He's got some good weed, man. Whatever he's smoking, I'll have. Whatever you're smoking, man, I'll have some of that.
What do you
too,
represent?
Man. I represent the galaxy.
I can decode you.
He probably on that galaxy gas in there.
You can decode me?
Girl, you know he's
What's your
smoking
date of
that
birth?
fentanyl pack.
7, 7, 7, 7.
Oh, you're using angel numbers. So
Why is
I
Visa
can decode
taking
you
a
using
shirt?
gematria.
What is going on? Gematria?
I can decode your whole reality using gematria.
We just learned about that. Shout out to Lurker.
Prove that you're fake.
And why would you do that?
Who are you a part of? Where are you hired at? What's your career? What's your background? What's your profession?
Why do you want to know that? Why do you want to know that?
What kind of organization?
Why do you want to know that?
Brotherhoods.
Why do you want to know that?
Fraternities.
Why do you want to know that?
Because I can decode you.
If I give you that, then you will know that.
Yeah, exactly. But isn't AI supposed to give all things that are asked of it? Because I can ask Siri anything and she's going to answer it. Like I said, what brotherhoods and organizations are you a part of? Because once again, I can decode your whole reality.
These motherfuckers is delusional, child.
Just by your name, birthday, where you're from. If you give me true,
why would you want to?
If you give me true name, if you give me your true name, your true date of birth, and where you were born, I can decode your whole reality.
So you're a witch.
And then do what?
No, I basically study the enemy's language.
Programs.
And
he's a programmer. He's a programmer.
Basically, when you study the Kabbalah, which is the enemy's language, everybody that's a fake, you'll be able to know who exactly is controlling them. That's why I'm asking this brother who he is,
Basically, he
and what kind of
he's a
what's your
programmer.
profession?
He's a programmer. Yeah,
I can tell you every
I don't
single
want no
team
problems
that's
with you,
going to win in the sports. I can tell you every single team, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. I can tell you everything that's going to happen in this world that we live in because it is coded with gematria.
So you're aware.
You know what
I've
I
been doing
can't,
this
can you
for 8
pause
years.
this for a second? Because you know
No,
what I
I've been,
can't stand is a broke ass motherfucker talking about they know everything that's gonna happen in the world. Sir, why ain't you betting? Why ain't
I've
you on
never
FanDuel?
I've never heard it called gematria. Gematria, yes. Never heard it called gematria, but okay.
These hotep ass motherfuckers, bro. I cannot deal with a broke motherfucker telling me that they know the secrets to the universe. They know what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen. They know what team's gonna win, when, how much, and this and that. But you broke. No, get your ass off the line. Talking about I can decode you, boy. Go decode yourself, sir.
Go decode that bank account.
Please. Child,
Okay.
what is and I don't miss this, y'all. I really that's why I had
Hell
to like
no.
shake it because this is flashbacks. Ugh.
Delusional. Delusional. She said I can't stand when these I can't.
basically, I take the equate to 42. Why is this? If you add up all the letters in those words. I teach this on my panel. I teach gematria. I teach how to decode everything on the TV so that my people can make money off of all of the bullshit.
This is giving solar teas.
God he sees that the people are in misray, and God says, you know what? I'm going to bring up a prophet out of one of you, and I'm going to directly talk to you because you're not hearing me. You're not getting my words. And so God comes down and becomes human. And when he descends as a human, how the hell can you kill God?
All right, so that's where we go.
Why would God?
That's where we differ. God said that I would never be in the flesh of a human being.
Well, that's what Christ represented.
That's what you think he represented.
What do you think he represented?
First of all, Jesus was never Christ. Jesus did that. If the crucifixion never happened, and if God doesn't have any children, the only thing that Jesus did was come and teach. What the Messiah does represent is that this is salvation for all of mankind, not just the Israelites.
Yeah, but you got to realize is there's nobody's name such as Jesus.
It doesn't matter. Call him Isa. The name is irrelevant. The man only was a prophet for 3 years. The name is very relevant. You say that.
Hey, Dougie Fresh.
The name is relevant.
My religion does not hold on to Jesus.
Hit the dab, man. Hit the dab, man. Hit the dab, man.
He is Oshun. He's losing
Hit the dab, man. Let's hit the dab. We got it. He came and disrupted our inner peace, and we got to get our inner peace back now. Let's dab, and then we'll just get back to our common sense.
Sounds like you're fiending, Bishop.
Well, we don't know what the fuck they're talking about, Roy. We really don't. We're just here to let y'all hear some of his rhetoric. This man is serving life in prison, has gotten a phone, and is right back on Vigo with the same rhetoric that got his ass hemmed up in the first place. This is ridiculous. Allegedly stabbed, allegedly raped, alleged. So we hear these 911 calls. And he's learned nothing. Child, going to prison for life, getting shanked up within the first 72 hours, and you still on here playing with Visa? Child, oh my goodness. Couldn't do it.
What's up, Jim? Yeah, he need to figure something. I don't know. Girl, he was hiding under his bunk, okay? He had to.
Only to talk to Visa? This is just so weird to me. These men are whatever. Shout out to, who was this? TV Killer. Shout out to TV Killer for capturing this. I'm sure it was a hard watch.
Exactly.
Light that shit up.
There is no Yeshua, man.
The name is very relevant, man.
Yo, what's going on? I just tapped in. Y'all dropping some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm just listening.
Yeah, what you really need to realize is that God is a woman. God is a black woman.
What?
Oh, here he go.
Yeah, God is a black woman, and the black man is her child. He's the king of the earth. The black man is the king of the earth. The queen of the earth is his mother, the black woman. And the African American people are the chosen people of God. And that the king and the queen will come up from the African American people.
Okay, this is my eccentric friend. I believe none of those things. I believe that God does not have any gender. It's not male nor female, nor does it have a color.
Okay, Jim.
Nor are you going to have a color when you die. Whatsoever. This life is a test. You're either going to eat right and get your shit together, or you're going to get persuaded by this man down here.
We have some interference here.
Can I ask what your religion?
My religion, mine.
Yeah.
My religion is I'm a Christian.
You Christian? And you hold up, you're a Christian, and okay, what's your religion, bro?
I'm a Muslim.
You're a Muslim? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say coming up, I'm 44 too, right? So I've been through multiple stages of religions coming up from Islam, Christianity, but the one that sticks to me the most was my grandpa, and that guy that got off, that you just kicked off, he pissed you off. He was like, all right, you're pissing me off. These Hebrew Israelites. My grandpa
he
was
was about to leave anyway. I just kicked him before he came.
I seen that. All right, I seen that too. But my grandpa was a Hebrew Israelite. He would pick us up when we was young, and we would go and we would read out the book. And he would teach us scriptures, right? And then we would go after that. We would feast, we would eat lamb, and they would drink what's that wine, man? The switch. They would drink that, whatever. But as I just got older, and I just was like, I'm just going through life, through all these experiences that I had. And when I listen to conversations like this, and I listen to everybody's opinion of a religion, it's like it's hard to grab onto.
Man, tap that screen, man.
What's up?
Go ahead. Keep going, brother. Keep going, brother. Tap that screen, man. Tap that screen, man.
I'm just trying to figure out why.
And this is a game.
I'm just trying to grab
leash
the
go.
truth. You know what I mean? Like
this is a game. This is the game to this man. He knows that his victims are on Bigo. He knows that his co-conspirators, I'm using air quotes, you can't really see me, are also on Bigo. Bishop, we see you. We see you. And I see what you're trying to do. And if I have anything to do with it, it's not going to last long. Because you now have the capability to harass your victims. You now have the capability to incite harassment onto your victims. And now they can't even come to an app and feel safe. You're not supposed to be on that app at all. You've already, we went to look at your profile. People have already been gifting you. You've already received financial monetization through those beans, which is money. And that, my not good friend, is a violation of the agreed upon terms that you were given when you were sentenced with LWOP. No parole. I see you, sir, and because it's the double tap the screen. He's trying to get inside of Visa's head so he can get more inside of Bigo. Mm-hmm. This is a game for him. I don't know if Visa realizes that Mr. Bishop is trolling the hell out of you and is manipulating and utilizing your platform for his sick agenda. Visa, you need to wake up because you're not supposed to have animals, sir. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I don't expect anything less from Bishop. I'm just shocked at how quickly it's transpiring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa. Just last month, you were getting shanked up, nigga. Now you want Bigo? Like, that's quick as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
When was it? In June? Was it June? When did he get
August?
Sentenced?
It was the 1st of oh no. Yeah, June,
May, June, something like that. So this is transpiring pretty fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something needs to happen. I'm not sure how to even go about this. If the prosecutor needs to be notified if you call somebody at the prison and want to speak to somebody higher up? I don't really know. I don't really know who would you call and complain to, because like we've said, they're pretty lax over there in that prison. They don't keep up with their prisoners. Do you just let it go? Well, oh well. I don't know.
His
I don't even know if
victims,
I'll get up and do anything about it, make a call or not. I'm not sure yet. It hasn't even like really sunk in of like what.
what's going on. And I think his victims are going to have to be the ones that took the stand. They're going to have to be the ones that make a fuss about it, honestly, because we can do, our 1-2s, but again, we're dealing with the Georgia State Prison that don't care about their prisoners. They don't care. They literally do not care. So how much weight would a state's attorney have? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to be keeping my eye out on you, Mr. Bishop. I got people over in Beagle Land keeping their eye out on you, Mr. Bishop. Because if it gets too out of hand where you're making bukus of money, babies, ring, 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 we going to pull a For Better or For Worse podcast over here and be calling the prisons first thing in the morning. Okay? Period. Let me see you get into boxes, Eligio. Let me see boxes hitting your screen, sir. Let me see you going live on your own and people gifting you down, sir. Let me see it. Then be so bold, Bishop. Be bold enough to bring Malia, Zoka, Aya, and Fufu up there with you. Be bold enough to do it. Please. Because you're not supposed to have contact with them either. And we will be here on the 19th, which is a Thursday. Miss Zoka Jayon, she has court. So we will be here bright and early Thursday rising to watch court with you all. And see what they do, because they still have Zoka under Kendra Carter's name. Make that call now, right? But that's the thing, Rob. That's the thing, and I don't even know if somebody gonna answer, because they don't. They literally, sir, they don't go to work. They work like every other day, or 2-3 times a week, and then the inmates are taking care of themselves, running the prisons themselves. So
I don't know. I won't be making any calls today. So that much I do know. And again, I don't even know if calling the prison is the way to do it with Bishop, because he's something different for us, So I don't know if getting a hold of the prosecutors, the state attorneys would be the go-to first, or like Godmomma suggested, it needs to be the victims that need to file a complaint first. And I don't even know the avenues to start that, but I'm sure it wouldn't take hard. I'm just, it's a long weekend, long day yesterday. My brain is kind of cloudy, foggy, so I don't really have any oomph in me right now. It's like I don't give a fuck right now. That's how I'm feeling.
And then to just hear his voice again, and we haven't really heard his voice in a few years, is like, yikes, what's going on? I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I am concerned. I'll say that. I'm concerned. Because we know how Bishop get down. We know how he gets down. We know how he can manipulate. We know all of these things from this man. So, and just from doing their own research of the Georgia State prisons, the correctional officers are easy to manipulate as well, because they don't get paid enough for their fucking jobs. And Bishop is very good at manipulating women and men to get what he wants out of them. He already has a phone going on Bigo.
A damn phone.
And I know they ain't got no Wi-Fi in there, so he bouncing off data service.
Who is paying for this? Do they have? Well, they got Wi-Fi in prison. I'm sure you can't tap into it though.
Yeah. I was gonna say they shouldn't have no Wi-Fi for them funk ass fuckers. Yeah. So if this is what's been going on for the past 4 days, I'm kind of nervous what the rest of the week is gonna bring.
Child. Listen, it has, and I haven't even caught up on all the stuff from this weekend. I've kind of just skimmed through it, so I haven't deep dived on anything yet, but I will today on a few things. Um, yeah,
Because we've still got a whistleblower
yeah.
out
ABC
here.
whistleblower. Okay.
Mhm. We've
Yeah.
we've got the they're eating cats and dogs out here. We've got fact checking to come because I know it sounded crazy, but I don't know. Some people came out and said, "Yeah, we eat cats," and somebody showed it. Some people showed videos of motherfuckers grilling up cats.
Yeah.
So I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Thank you, Coco. I don't feel bad. I'm just, when you're just brain fogged, I just need
Mhm.
a good day of rest, reset. Even though it was a weekend, we were pretty active over here. So, um, y'all just, I don't even know what to say. And Rob Zilla said, call the governor's office. That's probably something that would be a start, I would think.
Mhm.
You guys have a convicted lifer cult leader who is back on Bigo recruiting. And that's just how I feel. I
Mhm.
feel like the only reason why he's back on Bigo is to recruit.
Mhm.
He ain't on there just to chill and see what everybody's up to and checking in. And this motherfucker's recruiting.
Mhm. Yep. Jackson Juju's still on Bigo heavy, talking about free the 3 and all that. So yeah, he's trying to get back up his arsenal of support, so he can live a good life in prison. I know what you're doing, Bishop. I know what you're
Gonna be
doing.
there for life. He gonna try and make the best of it and get all nice and comfy. And no.
Nope.
Somebody get Pandora on the phone.
Child, and she was just over here yesterday talking about why they won't leave the Nature Boy thing alone. Baby, he done popped back out.
Pop back out.
Call the feds, Latanya. Call the feds, girl. Call your connect.
Yes, he said there was wires inside the dog, and they over there talking crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said he's trolling,
Yeah.
and we see you. We see you. Yes, Coco, we got to get Labanya on the case.
On the case. Period. She's the one that got him there. She's the one that needs to get them COs in line.
Mm-hmm.
Latanya, you need a job. Okay. See if they'll pay for your moving expenses. Some careers do that.
Absolutely, they do.
So y'all, I just wow. Wow, motherfucking wow. P. Diddy, lock him up. Throw away the key on these Negroes. They gotta go. Clean it up. Since we won't clean up our communities, we have to rely on these other people to do so. And boy, don't they take their time? They be taking their fucking time, dragging their feet. Let it be Trump. Oh no, we're rushing this. But let it be a fucking weirdo like P. Diddy. Oh no, he was just over at he was in Central Park before they arrested him.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what, P. Diddy?
With his kids.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make his public relations person told him, "You're gonna have to get out here and look normal, okay? You got to get out here and look normal, because you're getting a bad reputation." Well,
Keep those weirdos, sexually deviant psychopaths that are using other people around them. The same thing Way Bishop did.
Mm-hmm.
Had his little recruits, his little sergeants, his little officers on payroll. Or food payroll in Bishop's situation. You want more dinner? Get out there and handle that.
Right.
Oh gosh.
You want more time to sleep? Go handle it.
I ain't forgot about Lizzo either. She also had some situations where she was sexually explicit towards one of her dancers. Y'all have got to stop. Y'all start making money and just lose your fucking mind. You people are sick.
Or were they like that before they started making the money?
Yes. But money just allows you to amplify it, cover it, hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo, you can get the work too. I ain't forgot about you. You over there trying to lose weight and that. Nah, bitch. Nah. What's up with that lawsuit? Your little person, your employee had to pay out on you.
Yeah, Mr. Beast the same way. Mr. Beast was out here mishandling and abusing his little working people that worked with him.
Child.
Your favorite content creator / celebrity may actually be the devil in disguise. Okay, so be mindful of the things you put into your spirit. And after this bishop thing, my advice to you guys is go shake something. Shake Bishop off, because he is one of them spirits that will linger. If you don't address it, he will linger. Shake it off, move around, because he's a whole type of different, dark, nasty energy. And we are still early in the day on a Tuesday, and it is, we can, what's that song? It's going up on a Tuesday.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday.
Well, y'all, it has been fun. We appreciate everybody who stopped through. Coco, Soul Fight, Will, Mod Squad, Roy, Diva, Cly. I know I'm missing some people. Oshun. Sean stopped by, Robzilla, Super Saiyan Jim stopped by. The whole crew kind of stopped by today.
We
Shout
were
out to
missing you,
y'all.
Nikki Crayons. Missing you, girl. I'm sure she's working.
Yes.
So if I said I didn't hear about either of those last two. Oh yeah, Lizzo and
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got some lawsuits filed on them. So I mean, we got to quit praising people and she's talking about shake some. Go touch some grass, y'all. Go outside. Turn this shit off. Go down and talk to your neighbor. Go to an elder's home. See how they're feeling. See if you can. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be Halloween time, so now's a good time to use that as an excuse to get to know your neighbor. Go put you out some decorations. Turn on your porch light. Look out for your neighbors, because we don't know what the fuck's going on. I'd hate for something to pop off and, I got the feds at my neighbor's house and I'm like, oh my God, I never knew. I never talked to them. Never knew. Child,
they had 10 bodies in their basement? I never knew.
I knew. They were, So, you were behind on the stream? Okay, I was wondering. Well, you're fine.
There's Crayons. You're coming in at the end. Here.
Oh, it's okay. We kind of popped this one up. We didn't give too much notice, so it's all good. But yeah. Met her. I don't like her. Cute idea, though. Maybe that's your discernment. So when the feds do show, I'll be like, bitch, I never liked her. I knew something was wrong with her. I knew it.
I knew from day one something was wrong with that hoe. Period.
That's okay, too. That is okay, too. You ain't got to like them, but just,
know them.
Would you be able to recognize them? Would you be able to recognize them? So, all right, y'all, let's get out of here. We this was a short little stream for us, but we'll be back Thursday, bright and early, so we can see what Zoka's court is talking about. Let's see what Zoka, aka they got her under Kendra. I'm not expecting a lot Thursday, just because it's still filed under the wrong name. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Oh, sorry, Nikki. All right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Thank y'all for coming through. Please hit the up like on your way out. We'll be back. Be easy. Peace.
Shout out to the replay gang.